pledge allegiance to
To
the
the
flag
flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call, please.
Here. Here.
Here.
Mayor Martin.
Here. Okay, next on the list is approval of minutes, previous meetings. We cannot approve either one of the August 10th meeting, maybe you were not here, all right? Can't approve those, and the Village of Champlain special board meeting of July 19th. We can't approve those either. Okay, so, presentation of petitions, communications, notices, general question period. There's no one here from the public to ask questions. Mike, anything? No? You're on.
I don't have a written report for you tonight. I wasn't here last week, and today everybody was at me, so I didn't get a chance to sit at a computer. Had a couple violations before I went on vacation. I talked to one of them, and he's fixed the problem. I believe there's one more I gotta check on. I'm sure you know about the fire downtown over the weekend. People are back in there. They got some cleanup to do and a little bit of restoration to do, but apparently the building's in good enough. It's in good shape, really. It's a police matter now as to what's gonna go on and all that stuff. I'm still working on a project on Kane Street with the infamous landlord down there. I'm gonna call him tomorrow morning, and by Friday, if that isn't resolved, I'm gonna deem the unit uninhabitable in the condition it's in. So I'll get his attention one way or another. Other than that, the dollar store, the Dollar Tree is open.
Yeah,
That's
got the
nice.
ribbon.
Yeah. And they're working on a part of what the post office is going to be taking the remainder of the vacant space there. But they have their own contractors coming in to do that, and that's going to be probably next month, the month after. So when it's all said and done, the mall will be fully rented, so there should be no vacant space. Yeah.
Good.
Other than that, I've been watching the water project and trying to head off issues here and there whenever I can.
On that note,
On that note,
moving right along.
any questions for Mike?
Are you gonna issue any more mowing before the end of this season? I know
I-
it's dead,
I
but
think I did some before I
Last
went.
week, yeah, the week.
Yeah, I called, most of them are bank-owned properties,
right.
and I'm pretty sure I contacted some or emailed some or something. Like I say, I didn't get back to check and see what I can't remember what I did. I'm getting old, you know.
Gotta write it down.
But I know I did something about lawns and the tree, the brush. I don't know if that's been cleaned up yet or not. No. All right. 'Cause
We'll work on it on Wednesday.
I did email them. One of the nasty grams. There was one up on Prospect Street, I believe, for the ditch, and there's. I talked to somebody at the bank, and they're supposed to take care of that. I don't know if they did. I didn't get back there. So.
No, it's still high, but they're paying somebody to trim that grass.
Yeah, exactly.
What they're doing is they're taking pictures from the road, or from the lawn across, so it looks like it's mowed. But everything along the shoulder is about 4 foot tall.
Yeah. I explained to whoever the lady I spoke with, I said it's gotta be maintained from the edge of the road to the boundaries of the property. I says you're coming in 10 feet on the property lines,
Yeah,
where it was
front
mowed
and back.
before, so they said they had their maintenance people take care of it, so they didn't do it yet.
Put some more pressure on it. Okay, good evening. The village DPW staff has started to install the new water meters that are an important part of the shared water project. Our superintendent, Mike Jolliker, has been stopping at various village residents and is setting up appointments to install the meters. This will be an ongoing process to get these meters installed over the next 4 to 5 months. We will try to be accommodating as much as possible. We know that it is difficult for some to set up an appointment for installation, and we will make every effort to make this as painless an experience as possible. Your patience and understanding is, as always, greatly appreciated. The water project construction continues to move forward, with new pipelines coming on the line and the final bid opening will take place tomorrow for the new water plant that will supply the system with softer water and greater water pressure. It is taking a long time, and there is much to do at this point, but it will get done eventually, and we will all enjoy the benefits of this new system. Village Fest was on Saturday, August 13th. It was a rainy experience, with the sun finally appearing about mid-afternoon. The fun run was very well attended and enjoyed by all the runners. People stopped throughout the afternoon for ice cream and conversation, so even if it did rain a little bit during the afternoon, we view the day as success and hope everyone had a good time. Hopefully Village Fest 2017 will be a better day weather-wise, and more people can join us for the festivities. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors who make this day possible, and their continued response or their continued support is greatly appreciated. Stewart's and Rouse's Point for the ice cream, Valero's and Champlain for juice and other drinks, Price Chopper for a gift card for needed supplies, Kenny Drugs and Champlain for donating cases of water, Celine Paquette for keeping the Samuel D. Champlain History Center open throughout the afternoon, Nikki Malinsky, Tricia Rye, Daniel Chambers for taking care of the kids' activities, the village staff, and DPW crew for their important help in planning and making this day possible. Even though they got rained out, we would like to thank the Border Patrol, our local fire department, and EMS for agreeing to help out, and they're always there for us. It is the willingness of these folks to participate in this event that makes the day possible, makes the day so enjoyable, and makes the day a worthy community affair. The Village Board would again like to thank everyone involved in making Village Fest such a success for our community. Trustee McFedridge.
I have a couple of upcoming events to announce. This Thursday, September 15th at 6:30 is another Champlain author visit with Audrey Speck. It's at the Champlain Meeting House. The following Thursday, September 22nd, is a Champlain Book Club meeting open to anyone who's interested, also at the Champlain Meeting House. On Tuesday, October 4th, at 6:30 p.m., there will be a planning workshop concerning Social Security benefits. Every Monday morning at 10 a.m., there's a knitting group, always looking for new people.
What was that again?
Knitting group Mondays at 10 a.m. The next Children's Story Hour will be October 7th. That's a Friday at 6:30 p.m. I'd also like to thank the Lake Champlain Maritime Museum for the use of the 2 longboats this summer. It was, again, a very successful program despite the low water level, and it's very unique to our area, and we certainly hope that we can continue participating in that next year. And then just a final reminder for everyone, there is no smoking at the playground. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Garrett.
So we met with the library, so we'll go over that in old business on the 17th. And that is all I basically have for this month.
Thank you. Report from the clerk treasurer, please.
Everyone has their expense and revenues reports for August. We're holding pretty well.
Okay. Any questions for Juanita?
So,
Get a motion to pay the warrant?
So we have additional invoices.
yes.
We have additional invoices in the amount of $4,026.05 for a total warrant of $24,000.
73.34.
Oh, okay, that's right. 20,002. That's the warrant. That's the warrant. The total warrant is $24,073.34 with the additional invoices.
A lot of these are late arrivals, and some of these, Mike is keeping track, and we feel that, especially Gates Hardware and a couple others here, that we can see reimbursement from the water budget. Cost of some of this stuff.
Right. So you're just gonna keep track and
I'm
then,
gonna submit them next month.
Okay.
This month I only submitted for so many meters in labor, and next month I'll be submitting, for stuff that's we need. Because sometimes we run into stuff that you don't have, you gotta fix
Right.
it, you can't leave that water.
Yeah.
So we gotta get the stuff we need. We knew we'd run into that, we don't know what no one has.
right,
So,
It's gonna be a little bit painless.
And part of that ACE bill too was when we had to redo the pathway.
oh yeah, that was all in the
oh,
Jason,
yes,
you know,
right,
Jason.
yeah, okay.
Questions? Amy?
Oh, my God.
Yes, it does.
It's a necessary evil,
I
unfortunately.
know.
It's the cost of doing a lot of business.
Need a motion to approve?
Did that already.
Well,
I didn't get a
Oh.
second.
And then,
Okay, so and I'll second it.
yeah, make a motion to approve the additions, in a total of $24,073.34.
Second.
And I will second that.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Trustee McFetrich,
Aye.
trustee Garrett,
Okay, I
Mayor Martin.
Aye. All right. Is there any
really
other?
mess it up to me, right?
Is there any other financial issues today?
No.
Thank you. Mike? Quickly.
We're very busy with the water project. We started our new meter installations, Greg was saying. This includes radios, they'll be transmitted to our vehicle-based receiver, pressure reducers, check valves. They're also needed in most cases in most homes. The installs have been going well thus far. We have some interns that are helping us through at least the end of September. 2 interns right along. It has been working well. Most homes we've been doing them in an hour or less. Some cases, obviously, they have other plumbing issues and we find connections before the meter or we have to do some extra plumbing. And those have been taking a little bit longer. And taking out anything that's not supposed to be there before the meeting, which we've gone through so far. I'll still continue to go house to house. I've been doing it in the evening, try to catch people at home. It's much easier if I can talk to them and schedule them for an appointment than just leaving the paper on the door and then they call me whenever. It makes it a little bit more difficult, so it's been working pretty good going house to house in the evening. This week, the construction crew, there's one on Locust Street over by the old milk plant, heading from Locust towards the West Service Road. They're just about a little bit past the back of the milk plant building. The other crew is up on Route 11, just past Parker's, heading towards 276. They're going to continue up towards 276 and down Route 11. There's supposed to be another crew that they keep talking about, cleanup crew coming up, and service line crew, but we haven't really seen them yet. The only temporary stuff that's being done usually is the superintendent for them. They've been going around putting a little bit of black dirt and maybe a little bit of mulch or hydro seed, but nowhere near probably what should be being done to get straightened out before winter, because it won't be long, we'll be out of the grass growing season, and it's going to be dirt, and the grass won't be established, so. Ted has been busy attending meetings. We do weekly meetings, updates with the contractors, try to get called away quite often by them to try to address issues that arise daily. We did do the walkthrough with the water plant for the bid that's going to be open tomorrow. The contractors that did show up. I did some streetlight outage requests. We're waiting for NICEAG to get the streetlights repaired. We had a few other mag starter at the lift station and whatnot. We did start on a little bit of brush trimming as well. We had a little bit of free time. One of the days I had some community service kids, so we trimmed some brush, had them clean it up. Most of our curb stops in the village here have been shot with our GIS, shot with our GIS, so we have the points now in our GIS. Our GIS went south on us. I have to program it every day to use it. But I did call the company, we have a brand new one, it's supposed to be already shipped, a new one coming, they're gonna swap it with us, so. Every curb stop for every house we've been getting on, houses that are obviously have people there and they can't, and exercising them to make sure that they turn on and off. Right now I have over 40 that have to dig, and we can't shut the water off the street, we're broken down. So we just, our backhoe's been broke down, I think it was over 3 weeks, they had it up, the computer went. So we finally got it back last week, and we did start to dig. So I gotta recall my dig safes because they expired now, and then probably toward the end of the week I'll start digging again. Our camera installs, most of our cameras are up. I'm waiting on NICEAG. We have one that needs a repeater antenna, which I'm trying to work with NICEAG to see if we can put it on their pole, because where it is, there's a straight line of trees to here, it's having an issue with receiving signals from it. And they're supposed to come back up and tweak the software a little bit. There's a couple of them are in and out. The line from the old tank to the new tank on Prospect and down to Pocket Boulevard has been installed. They started on pressure testing on that line. Once it's pressure tested, they're going to chlorinate, get that line up and going so we can move water around Pocket the other way. We also did lead and copper samples. Those are usually come up every couple of years. Those have been submitted. East Street, the line came up through East Street. We did do a shutdown of boil water. We had to, we found a cap. The line was capped, so we were able to take the cap off and put a valve. And they did the tie-in from Route 11 up to where the old line was, but we have to go back. Once it's pressurized and chlorinated, where it can be open, they have to take all the, it was a old 4-inch line on East Street, and they have to reconnect homes that are still on the existing 4-inch. Once the new line is pressure tested and chlorinated and gets approval, then they can disconnect off the old line and connect to the new one to keep those people with water service. And then they'll have to go back and dig, we'll have to do another boil water, and they'll have to cut the old 4-inch line and cap it, and then they'll be on the new line. It's kind of, I don't know how it is. We're gonna have to do a little bit of exploratory digging, because the 4-inch line comes off the back side. It's teed off from the back side of the 6-inch, and we don't know how far up it goes. We don't know how, if it goes to Elm Street, we don't know. So we're gonna have them dig probably 10 or 12 feet. I'm hoping it comes off the back side, because I don't wanna leave a leg there that catches debris that can't be flushed out. So we'll know as they get back up there and dig it. At that time, I'm gonna have them dig back and try to, I'm hoping it's within 10 feet, but they can cap it right at the 6-inch line. But there will have to be another boil water to be able to do that changeover on that line. Also, we're actually, I think the meters, most of them are red. We started our meter readings. We've got quite a few that are all over high, but some that are low. So we're in the process of rereading and checking those so they can get the bills out. Today I did get a load of our order of pit radios, so we can finally start on meter pit installations. We've only had the stuff through homes, and we've been averaging 5 to 7 a day for meter installs. So it's been real good, because regular meter install companies do 6. So we're right in the ballpark of what the regular hired companies do. Now that I have the pit stuff, I'm going to have another crew start tomorrow. Start doing installs in meter pits, so we'll have 2 crews going. So if we can get 10 a day and doing what we can when the weather's still good. So that's my plan, is to, because those you don't have to schedule. So if we had to get pulled away for something, it's not as big of a deal. When I have people scheduled, I got to keep the people installing. Once you set a time, you have to keep going unless you have something major come up. You can't stop. I tried to go with them all the time and do it, and I can't, because I get called away so often. I can't stop what I'm doing. So I got 1 crew installing at homes, and starting tomorrow, we'll have 1 crew starting on meter pits. That's the best way. And our focus are going to be on meter pits here from now until we get most of them in. Another thing with our backhoe being down, I was not able to get. I wanted to do Spruce Street this year. It doesn't look good for paving for us. We may do some patching. I got to talk to the county. I know their paver was down I think actually the town, I think Moore's did theirs for them, because they were so far behind, because the paper's been down, the counties. And still gotta make sure that they're gonna do Elm Street Bridge, that's gonna be done, we've got some other spots that I have to patch. One on the end of Pine Street, I'd like to dig out and do Ashline Drive by Returnals, that's a bad spot. Or Patricia Lane meets, there's a few spots that I'd like to at least put patches in for this year, and then next year do the paving. And just, with so much going on, I haven't had time to get our drainage in, and, you know, I don't wanna pave the road and have to tear up the sides after. I'm better let it go one more year, get our drainage and everything in, and then go from there, because otherwise you're wasting everybody's money. So, that's where we are with that. There's no lack of work, that's for sure.
Any questions for me?
Thanks, Mike.
Yep.
This guy puts in the- Okay, correspondence?
Correspondence from Stafford and Owens regarding Steve Meyer's court date and the J. Stevie Olympian for August.
Was it letting me reply on that?
I haven't received anything, no.
We have to put it in 22nd.
Great.
Okay, full business, library, Brooklyn.
Yes, so we met on the 17th with the board members and the librarian. I think we are able to come away from that meeting that everybody's not on the same page as to what the goals and objectives are. However, I did speak with the librarian last Saturday. They do have an open house planned for the 22nd, the Saturday before Halloween. And right now, we're trying to figure out a variety of the activities to hit everybody, so it truly is a family event, trying to cater to each age category.
22nd of October.
Yes, yeah, so we'll have more details. They talked about a couple of things, just to make initial changes. You know, we drew attention that you don't really know that that's a library there.
Or that it's open.
Right, or it's open. So first suggestion was to get an open sign. So what they came away from that is getting a sign outside that says Champlain Memorial Library, other than the one that's on the wall hidden behind the shrubbery. They also talked about cutting down the beautiful blue spruce in front of the building, which I was kind of mortified by that, but it's not my call. It would open it up, but I don't think that that's going to solve the situation. So I had asked her to at least price one of those, you know, big open flag signs, you know, just to draw attention to that fact, and gave her some suggestions on signage. Maybe someone would be willing to do a donated sign for them, you know, due to the fact that there isn't funding right now for these different things. And gave her the different sources that I've used in the past as well. So I didn't get a chance to meet with her this past Saturday. So I'm hoping to see her this Saturday morning and see how things are going.
Purchase of wastewater blowers, I haven't heard from Brigham Car yet with their specifications. This looks like it's gonna probably start, once we get this going here, get the bids out, and we'll start in the spring. Get those replaced, hopefully we can have no issues over the winter. Under the business, bids for building improvements. We, in discussion with Mr. Trombley, Tom, we decided that we felt that the bids that we emailed out requesting bids, actually we didn't receive any back. So we're going to email the bidders again, and we're going to give them more time to develop their set of bids with the specifications. We may have to go back over those specifications and look at those a little closer, and maybe they're just too tight, maybe they're just too specific. So we'll see. So that will be October 14th, I believe, is the opening day for those bids,
How long are you leaving it?
from now until October 15th.
Oh,
In fact, we started last week. Need a motion to change the October meeting from the 11th, is it 10th? From the 10th to the 17th. Is Columbus Day.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. We need to approve funds for the Potsdam Conference. Mary, how far, what's our numbers now?
We have 11 for sure, possibly 13.
Okay.
11 definite yeses, and possibly 13.
Okay, 11 yeses and possibly 2 more. All right, so that's 13 times
Back to me.
520. This is for the Potsdam Conference. It's also,
To approve it to 13.
yeah, it's the 13.
It's in the conference.
This is also a chance for the zoning board and the planning board to put some of the hours that they have to accrue. Mike, you going, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, need a motion to approve the cost to send 13 folks to the Potsdam Conference,
So moved.
sum of $520.
Each person?
40 a person, total of
Yeah, I'm
5.
adding this up and I'm like, holy
Wait,
mother,
you were
that's
multiplying
$6,760. Wait a minute! I got questions! Okay, sorry.
500.
Woo!
That's a
Blood
whole
pressure's
day.
coming back down, okay.
That's a whole day. It's a worthwhile conference.
It is.
You get a really nice lunch.
When we get the VIP seating, that many people,
Well, yes, we should have a reserved table.
Who will be the biggest contingency there?
And Philly Lions will enjoy that day
oh, yeah.
for breakfast. Okay, we have a motion to approve. Have a second? A roll call?
Trustee McFetrich? Aye. Trustee Garrett?
Aye.
Mayor Martin?
Aye. All right. Any further business coming before the board?
No,
Motion to
so
adjourn.
moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Woo-hoo!